Baddies, what is up? It's Christian and Alejandro here. Just a little bit of news, just a little bit of an update. We're doing a rebranding, but don't worry, the show is going to be exactly the same. We're just getting rid of the name Highly Irrelevant, and everything's going to be called It Can't Be That Bad from here on out.
Yes, and that doesn't mean any work on your part, Baddies. You're already subscribed to all of our pages. You've already liked and followed all of our things. Everything's going to stay the same on that front. The only thing that is changing is the title of episodes.
Yeah, I mean, basically our main show is still going to be the structure of Highly Irrelevant. That means we're going to be shooting the shit. We're going to have guests on, and we're going to do an improv scene at the very end. But yeah, we're just getting rid of the name of Highly Irrelevant. Gets a little confusing. Everything's going to be called It Can't Be That Bad. And we're still going to have some movie review episodes. They'll come out when they come out, right?
Yeah, they'll have a semicolon.
Yes, and you'll see it. You'll know what it is, but we just wanted to clear things up. But the show's the same, so don't freak out. We love you, and until next time, thanks for watching the show.
We love you. We love you guys.
We love you guys. Peace. Bye.
I just want to drop you in Beaumont, Alabama.
Because they would say pseudo-racist stuff, and without them knowing. It's just built in their subconscious that they're racist.
You're a good one. And you'd be like, I'm a good one.
Yeah. I've seen your...
What the fuck does
I've
that
seen
mean?
your kind before.
Yeah.
It ain't too bad.
They'd be like, like your Indian mama. And you'd be like, my Indian mama?
No, you one of them slumdog millionaires? I seen you before. I seen you.
Say, I don't know. I don't think it actually...
Maybe. Are you Kushmail Nanjiani? Hey, it's Kushmail Nanjiani.
Then you got to double down and be like, yes, I am.
I am Kushmail Nanjiani, who was the star of Slumdog Millionaire.
They wouldn't even know his name, bro.
Yeah, who else would
You're
they
giving
say?
him too much credit.
Everything all at once.
Again, too much credit.
You were in that.
They don't know that movie. They didn't even... That's way too liberal for them.
No, they'd go up next to me and be like, tell me, what's really in Top Ramen? Because I'm cool with it.
You think they know what Top Ramen is?
Mm-hmm.
No,
they wouldn't
they're
know.
eating pork and beans. The only cup of noodles they know is pork and beans.
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
Do you even like your Peloton?
Yeah.
How often do you use your Peloton?
I use it maybe 3 or 4 times a week.
But you also go to the gym.
Yes. I do it all.
So she doesn't even do that.
I mean, but you guys have a gym at the complex, yeah?
Yeah, it's like a treadmill and one of those machines that has everything that you can do everything on.
Why don't you use it?
Because I don't want to. I'm fine. I don't give a shit.
Actually, that's the best answer.
Yeah.
Usually when I ask people, hey, how come you don't want to go to the gym? They're usually like,
They make a bullshit excuses. I don't have time. Work's really busy right now. My daughter has ballet at 4 o'clock, and after work, it's always excuse. No, just be honest.
I have a coworker who says, I have a subscription to a membership to 24-Hour Fitness, and I don't even use it, but I'm scared that if I cancel it, then I for sure don't have a reason to go. And
you don't have a reason to go right now.
I mean,
in fact, she has more of a reason to not go because she's paying and not even she should cancel.
I think she should. I'm still trying to convince her to be like, hey, it's very possible for you to just.
Hey, bro, how about you don't push your lifestyle on other people, man?
I'm not trying to, but if she's on the fence about it, and if I have the opportunity to kind of hey, sway her a little bit, I'm gonna be like, okay.
That's what those people say in front of the abortion clinics.
I'm not. That's a different thing.
When they're screaming at those young women,
they're just like, hey,
save the baby. Abortion is murder.
I can't believe that still happens.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, they're gaining ground, dude. There's now states where you can't even say the word abortion.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
Yeah, with there's a lot of people. I feel bad being healthy, getting healthier, because it always turns into this. Watch out, guys. Christians here, or it turns into I set it.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean? People are like, watch out, Christian's here. He's gonna be all healthy and shit.
I explained that with zero context. I meant at the work gym when I come in and be like, hey, bro, whoa, big guy on campus type of thing.
So are people at your work not also they don't work out as much as you do?
No, they don't. They're
more of the nerd culture.
Not necessarily. I think they're just like average people where they work out to be healthy as opposed to I try to do it for my health and also for like aesthetics, right? Because I have body dysmorphia.
Okay.
But
Sure.
weird flex, bro.
Yeah, you do. You look gross. Go ahead, keep going.
Thank you.
You're almost
Thank
there.
you.
5 more pounds.
The more insults you give me,
You know what I say?
the harder I work
You
out.
know what I say, buddy? 5 more pounds. You're almost there.
5 more pounds
You're
until I'm
almost
gone
there.
to nothing.
Yeah, man. It worked for Paris Hilton and her dad.
Oh.
I don't know if that's how that worked out.
Paris Hilton has always been less than 5 pounds.
It's,
in my
and I
eyes.
think it was like 5 more. So she had the dog.
Oh, to just add to the weight.
Yeah.
To cover her ribs.
Make the dog lose weight now is a whole horrible thing.
That's putting your dog on a diet is only necessary if you have obese dogs.
Yeah. Well, the dog was doing heroin, so it was already pretty light.
Oh, I see. The heroin chic diet. But I get also ridicule for being the guy at dinner that
Being
orders
too
a
handsome?
salad.
Oh, well, that is. Everyone always is like, "Oh, Christian, you're so handsome." It's like, "Oh, wow, that must be tough, Christian." Yeah, that
Look
must
at
be
that jawline,
Wow.
Christian. I'm just like, shut up.
The only reason why I think it's weird to get a salad at a restaurant is like you can make a salad at home. Salads poor people food. Salads rabbit food.
But they upcharge it.
Yeah, that makes it worse.
A salad's more expensive
Now
than
it's
a burger.
$15, but if you want chicken, it's $23. It's like $23. I could buy so much. I could buy 5 chicken breasts and all of the vegetables and still have $10 left
But
over.
I'm insecure in my salad making abilities. I feel like the ratio
You're
of...
insecure in your cooking abilities, period.
I've gotten more secure. Actually, I'm gonna break down what I've been making for me and Melissa lately, and it's very fat boy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Hit me. Lay it on me.
I took.
I mean, I see what's in your fridge, and it looks like the fridge of like a French savant who's just like, it's always like grapes and various thinly sliced meats, lots of Diet Coke.
Yes.
Lots of, what is it, the tubs that you always have? Not hummus.
Tubs of hummus.
No, it's not hummus. You got something. You always got
What
like
do
2
I have a
tubs
tub
of
of?
it. You
I
always
have
got
2
like
tubs
2
of something?
tubs of it. Oh man.
Butter? Is it butter?
No, I'll have to go down and look. But yeah, you got interesting stuff. I mean, as somebody who prides himself on opening like refrigerators and being able to like make meals out of stuff,
Yeah.
I would open your refrigerator and just fucking kill myself. Like,
What could you make out of my
nothing.
fridge? Nothing?
I mean, all
I'll
you
tell
can
you
make
what I
is a
could make.
charcuterie board.
Yes, okay.
That's all you can make.
A necessity that we need in our fridge at all times are charcuterie meats and some sort of cheese and some sort of cracker to put it all together, and grapes.
You always have grapes, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of honey, a little jam.
But no one ever complains when I bring it out. I'm like, this hits
No,
every
because
single
it's
time.
perfect for sharing with people.
Yeah.
But when people leave, you don't like make yourself like meatloaf. You don't make meatloaf for you and Melissa.
No, because
You
I'm
make like meatloaf, mashed potatoes for dinner.
never craving meatloaf. I'm never craving a good meatloaf. Meatloaf is just kind of the last thing I want, actually.
Okay, I've actually been getting a lot of hate for my love of meatloaf, but okay, fine. But you don't like, hey, you like call Melissa on her way home from work and be like, hey, babe, I'm making turkey burgers. I'll see you soon.
No, this is what I'll do for her. I will make a cheese-crusted quesadilla with an over-easy egg, throw that shit on top, cut up some chicken apple sausages, put that thing on there, more cheese, and then, and it's melted and it's real good, and I put a little bit of...
Yes, so your cooking ability is at like a 7th grader level.
Yes, it's very much like, let me see what I have, and I'll throw it together.
Hey, you know what? You're getting there, bro.
As long as I impress her and I impress myself, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
what I've been making lately, and you're gonna
Corn
get
dogs.
You're gonna get it. You've been eating all my corn dogs, and it makes me so happy.
Well, you bought a 50-pack of corn dogs.
Yeah, Melissa bought a 50-pack of corn dogs without my opinion.
I have to also say your freezer's funnier than your fridge though, because it is like a 50-pack of corn dogs, more grapes, like a weird bottle of weird liquor, because it'll be like Skinny Girl chocolate margarita,
Yeah.
or something weird like that,
Yeah.
and ice.
That and frozen fruits that we eventually will throw into a smoothie and whatnot.
I haven't seen those, but sure,
They're at the bottom.
I'm sure they are.
Anyway, what I
I don't
make,
get past the corn dogs.
I get 2 slices of wheat bread.
Okay, it's called a sandwich.
Chop it up. I chop up the bread already.
It's called a peanut butter and jelly bowl.
Shut the fuck up! Wait up! Here. So and then I turn on the frying pan, put some oil on it. I throw those little bread squares up in that frying
You're
pan.
making croutons.
It kind of like croutons, and I get it in there, and I like until they're really toasty. You know what I'm saying? I found out
You
I
are
should.
cooking like an 8th grader with his parents not home.
Oh, and it's great. And then I drizzle honey on it
Oh
while
my
it's in the
God.
pan.
Yes.
And when it's like honey coated and like all fried up, put it in a bowl.
Eat it with a spoon and milk.
Not yet. I put peanut butter in it. Then I put a scoop of Nutella in it. Then I put
a bread bowl. You're
scoop
making
of,
a
and it's
sandwich
great.
bowl.
We'd never done it before. But
It's a less healthier peanut butter and honey sandwich.
I understand it's not healthy. I'm not saying that I'm trying to save calories on this thing. But everyone at
Loves
the
it.
house was impressed.
Loves it.
It was me, my cousin Alvin, my brother, and Melissa. We are all drunk.
I mean, you could make. Yeah, I can. You didn't have to. You didn't have to explain that part.
I mixed it with milk at the end with everything.
Oh my God! So then it got
was
mushy.
so good. It was mushy. Yes, it was mushy. Since I was kind of drunk, I would crawl up to like my drunk brother and I'd be like, "Hey man, try some of this." He says, "What is
Put
this?"
some of this bread, milk, mush, peanut butter, Nutella mix in your mouth. Let it just kind of ferment in there
It sounds
for a minute.
silly, but you know someone likes your food when they eat it and they're like, "Oh, let me get that."
I mean,
back.
why
Let me get
wouldn't
that
it
again."
taste bad? It's all things that should taste good together.
Mm-hmm.
But for somebody who has stressed me the texture over flavor thing,
Yeah.
you've made a disgusting mush.
I should have thrown granola in there for texture. Why is that nasty?
The milk and the bread after it's been like toasted a little bit, so now it's crunchy and mushy.
Yeah. I bet you it's good. I'll make it for you. I'll make it for you sometime.
I am not saying that it doesn't taste good. In fact, I'm positive that it probably does.
It's amazing.
But it's you're eating someone's 4th grade lunch vomit.
Okay, tell me about your meatloaf. Well, tell me about your meatloaf that you're making.
Meat, a little bit of loaf.
What the fuck does that mean? What is meatloaf? Is just a different kind of sausage, right?
No.
Without the casing.
No. Sausage is usually pork.
Okay,
Meatloaf is like a big meatball.
that's not
It's
pork.
a different shaped meatball. Sometimes you put a little bit of sausage, a little bit of veal in there, but mostly it's ground beef and
So there's a
breadcrumbs.
bunch of different types of meat in there. Breadcrumbs.
Yeah, that's what gives it its shape. And breadcrumb. Relax, bro. I know that's a little too. Breadcrumbs are a little too far
That's a lot.
advanced for cooking for you.
I mean, it's just
But what you're doing. But here's what I'm saying is like you're making like the toasted bread in a pan thing to like fortify a nonsense dish.
yeah.
I mean, you're
If I throw that on TikTok, I'm for sure
You'd be opening a restaurant in 8 months.
while doing body rolls.
You'd be opening a restaurant in 8 months, and it would all be stoner drunk food. It wouldn't last.
No.
I mean, your restaurant would shut its doors in 6 months.
I don't think the
You'd
FDA
open
would let
in
it
6
go.
months. Oh, they'd be fine with it.
They'd be fine. They'd be like, half of your
That's
customers
fine.
have diabetes now.
That's not your fault.
That's up to them. It's their own thing.
McDonald's doesn't get in trouble for
We
that.
should do one of those food challenges sometime. You know, when we go
We've
to
done food challenges.
no, go to a restaurant where they say you eat this entire 2-ton burger.
like the kitchen sink and stuff like that.
Yeah, we do that. We record it and we try to get through. I think we could do it.
Yeah, I'm a big boy. I like to eat.
You had 3 corn dogs in one sitting one time.
I mean, you've seen me put food down.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy because you have a pre ritual before recording, right? It used to be shotgunning a seltzer, but now it's like, let's see how many corn dogs I could eat before going upstairs. And
I don't know if I like that the way that sounds. I have had corn dogs recently before we came up here, and today I had 2 hot dogs before coming here.
2 hot dogs. I
3
mean,
actually.
I mean, by the time we're recording this is Memorial Day. Is that like tradition for you, like hot dogs on Memorial Day?
No, they're cheap food.
Did you like make it yourself type of hot dog?
Yeah,
You toasted the-
yeah. See, I cook at home. I cook 90% of the meals for both me and Karen.
You love cooking.
I don't know if I love cooking. I hate Karen's cooking,
Oh, that's so just to survive.
and I am a better cook than her.
Welcome to another episode of ICBTB podcast, also known as It Can't Be That Bad.
Podcast.
How you guys doing? It's just your boys. We just hanging.
We're hanging.
Yeah.
We're slinging.
We're
banging. We're ganging.
I like how often you rhyme, but how often you refuse to freestyle rap whenever I ask you to do so.
Well, William Shakespeare wasn't a rapper, yet he rhymed.
So you would do,
Dr. Seuss. No, I don't do iambic pentameter. I'm just saying.
would you do poetry? I feel like you do slam poetry.
I do. Okay, no, I don't like slam poetry. I think that's all so fart sniffy. But I do like poetry. I do enjoy everyone. I think good poetry is hard to come by. I'm not the first person who said that.
I used to think I was like pretty decent at it in creative writing, but now looking back at it,
You remember we had a friend, and I don't know if we want to say his name because he kept it really close to the vest, but he used to write a lot of poetry.
really?
Buddy, we used to party at his house all the time. Big buff
Yes.
guy.
I think
He
I know who you're
used to
talking
write
about.
quite a bit of poetry.
Really?
And I only know that because one time I was up in his room, I think with like his girlfriend or a girl, and you know we were friends. We were up in his bedroom, and when we found his book, and it was the only time I'd ever seen him get like embarrassed, kind of like red in the face, embarrassed,
Yeah.
and like really like grabbed it out of her hands and being like no, and like that's how I know.
Did you get to read any of them?
No, never, ever in my life. I have no idea.
Because it was, I bet you
So
they're
close to
really
his
good.
heart.
Especially like
God, and that's how yes, that is a sign that it's really good, huh?
every single movie that you watch, it's
But-
always just like, I don't want to show off my songs. I'm so shy. And then they're just like, no, go. Do you remember Lady Gaga in A Star is Born? And then Bradley Cooper's like, no, just
I
fucking sing.
actually didn't watch that version of A Star is Born because I watched the Barbra Streisand version. I said, I'm good.
Oh, you didn't want to see it. Okay, well, anyway, it was that same idea of she was so shy to get up on stage, and the shyer you are before performing for your first time, that
The
means
better you are.
Because I've ran into so many people that are just like, I'm so
But in real
good.
life, when you're really shy and nervous and you go on stage, you usually suck because it comes off.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
That's the failure of Hollywood.
But it's the beauty of that storyline of just like, oh, she was so shy, got up there and
Did it
killed
anyways.
Yeah. Man, I wish you got your hands on that book.
I wish I got my hands on that book.
I have this coworker who has a blessings notebook, and
Every time someone sneezes, 9,452.
you got the accent right though.
I feel bad. I shouldn't have assumed, but I got it right, and that's how you get out of racism.
She has a blessings notebook, and she writes down names of people that she just loves, which is something
Sure.
I've never heard of.
I mean, it's a gratitude list and stuff like that, you know. I've now come back to the point where I'm no longer super like blessings book. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like, yeah, whatever. You call it a blessings book, but like it's like, or some people call it a gratitude letter, like whatever it is. It's like if that's fine. Do what you got to do.
Did you ever do anything like that?
I've done. I mean, remember when The Secret was really big and popular?
What is The Secret?
Um,
What is The Secret?
The Secret. It was a book, and then they made a movie, like a documentary about it, and it was all about like the power of, not affirmations, the power, and it was like all affirmations and positive thinking, and it was the idea of if you think it, it will be, and like that whole. It was really popular in the 2006 to 2010.
Did you read it?
Yeah, I read the book and I watched it, and I like you make a vision board, and like you every day you look at the vision board and you imagine yourself driving that sports car, and then one day you'll buy that sports. It's that kind of bullshit.
Like a self-help type thing.
Yes. So I've read and like all that stuff, and I've listened to Tony Robbins and stuff, and I've also listened to like sales gurus.
Yes.
Who are like, you want to like, how you get 1,000 sales? You make 10,000 phone calls. And it's like, so I've listened, and it's all, and then I've listened like Joel Osteen, and I've listened
to Gary Vee.
Yeah, to Gary Vee. I've listened to sermons at the Catholic Church. And you know what they all have is like, it's all this same through line of being like, you got to be grateful, you got to be honest, and you got to be verbal of those things.
What is it? A bunch of my homies say, don't talk about it, be about it. Right?
Yeah, that sounds like something that they're about to get in a fight.
don't talk about it.
Let's be about it,
Be
bro.
about
You want
it.
to go outside? We have a run now.
Well, that's I guess that's a negative
That's
way
how
to
I-
look at it.
That's how I hear that phrase.
Because now when I hear it, it's very
let's
positive.
be about it, huh?
It's like I'm thinking about like, okay, you keep talking about these things you want to do. Just start doing the thing. I never thought about it as like a
It
fight.
does seem vaguely aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you talk about it a lot. Well, be about it, bro.
Wow. Yeah.
You talk a lot about being gangster. Why don't you be about it, bro?
That's how I would get him in a fight. If I were to try to give advice to someone, I say, hey, don't talk about it, be about it.
I'm so surprised you haven't been like punched in the mouth for like trying to be really nice and someone taking, because I know in the past there have been people, just a couple episodes you talked about when you met that guy and like you were being nice, but it came off as being bad.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that you haven't been to like Alabama or like El Paso, Texas or something, talking to a stranger in a bar where you're just like, yeah, like doing your normal thing where like just everything about California pisses them off, and then they meet you and they're just like,
and then it turns into something bad. No, that hasn't happened to me because I haven't really traveled to places.
We will. Once
I'm
we take this
typically
show
in
on
like
the road.
liberal places. That's why. So
Yeah.
I'm in California, and I went to New York and Hawaii,
Yeah.
and I think the only random place I went to was not even random, was Arizona, and then
But aren't you always with people, like your family or close friends and stuff when you go to those places?
like Otis, I've
Yeah.
gone to like half of those places with, and I don't think anyone wants to fuck with me when I have that guy next to me.
No, that's true. Yeah. I just want to like drop you in like Beaumont, Alabama.
And then me just existing without saying anything, and even if I were to be not
be okay.
overly, you think so?
Yeah.
If I just minded my own
Because
business,
people are generally nice. This is what I'm saying.
They
People
would
are
just say-
generally nice.
kind of.
You would just kind of have to like get by. You know what I mean? Kind of like do your own thing.
Because they would say pseudo racist stuff, and without them knowing, it's just built in their subconscious
Man,
that they're racist.
you're a good one. And you're like, I'm a good one.
Yeah, I seen your,
What the fuck does
I
that
seen
mean?
your kind before.
Yeah.
It ain't too bad.
They'd be like, like your Indian mama. And you'd be like, my Indian mama.
No, you one of them
Not even
slumdog
Indian.
millionaires. I seen you before. I seen you.
Say, I don't know. I don't think it actually.
Who are you Kushmail Nanjiani? Why, it's Kushmail Nanjiani.
Then you got to double down and be like, yes, I am.
I am
Kushmail
Kushmail Nanjiani, who was the star of
They
Slumdog
wouldn't know.
Millionaire.
They wouldn't even know his name, bro.
Yeah, who else would
They're
they
giving
say?
him too much credit.
Everything all at once.
Again, too much
You
credit.
were in
They
that.
don't know that movie. They didn't even. That's way too liberal for them.
No, they'd go up next to me and be like, tell me, what's really in Top Ramen? Because I'm cool with it.
You think they know what top ramen is? No,
They wouldn't
they're
know.
eating pork and beans. The only cup of noodles they know is pork and beans.
And there's no noodles in there. It's just
Their noodles is like spaghetti with ketchup.
that's it. They'd be like, so tell us about your Oriental spaghetti.
Oh, but you'd be like, it's spaghetti with hot dogs in it. And they'd be like, we
What?
eat spaghetti with hot dogs in it.
I like you. I like you.
Shee
Sandra,
Kristen.
Sandra.
Get him some of that good whiskey. Don't poison him no more. It's that Jeopardy episode when Tom Hanks was playing the redneck
Yes.
on Black
And
Jeopardy.
they actually liked him.
And it's all the same. Yes, because again, it's all the same things, dude. Like, oh man, it's
It would be fun to interact with someone that was
it is
politely like pseudo racist without, they're not trying to be, it'd be
it's not even
funny
that
to
they're
observe.
It's not even that they're pseudo racist, Christian. It's not even that. It's just it's cool to meet people from completely different like cultures. Everything that they've known from the second that they were born is 100,000% different than what we know, and we have that in this country. You know what I mean? Like you meet people from Florida and shit like that, and everything they've known from the second that they've been born is vastly different than us. And, you see that from people from other countries and stuff, and that's how you get to know and grow and be a better person is like by learning and.
Yeah.
But if you don't ever go out of that comfort zone and meet those people or see those people or go to those places or them come to you, you never.
Sometimes a lot of diverse individuals come to California, like foreign exchange students I've interacted with before. I had this friend who was Indonesian, and he would always talk to me. He'd be like, it's so weird.
He's Indonesian?
He's Indonesian,
He's into Indonesians?
He's into Polynesians.
Into Indonesians.
He was saying like, yo, man, for my birthday, it was weird because everyone paid for me. But back where I'm from, I pay for everyone. And that's just a weird
in Mexico,
flipping
it's like
culture.
that.
Yeah, in the Philippines, supposedly it's like that as well. I'm like, what? That's crazy.
That's your
then I
birthday.
wouldn't want to go out for my birthday because I have to pay for all you
what,
motherfuckers.
but again, over there in those cultures, I would think it's like, it's my birthday. Let me show you, like, come here. Let me party with you. Like, everything is all good. It's my birthday and I'm partying.
It is kind of weird now that we're scrutinizing American culture and how we do go out for a birthday, invite people, and not necessarily expect people, but we expect the acceptance of gifts and to be treated out and taken out, and also to have, which is why I understand some people on their birthdays, they're just like, I don't really want to do anything. Let's just get some food and that's it. But I do think it's weird when people get on a super duper high horse and throw a fucking.
It's my birthday.
Yeah, it's my birthday. I
birthday
can do
week.
what
It's my birthday week.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday month. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
That person.
Really, you're gonna take 1/12
really
of the year because of your birthday.
It's my birthday month.
And when they expect special treatment because
Well, they're at Denny's. They do deserve to get their breakfast free.
Oh, they should. I guess at least that. But if you're being a fucking a birthday princess about it, or asking,
Like being at Rayleigh's and being like, I don't get a discount. It's my birthday. And be like, no, this is a grocery store.
if you're using any opportunity to have an have an excuse to be a bitch.
I mean, as a bartender, I hear it all the time. Like, it's my birthday. Do I get a free shot? And be like, no.
No, I'm sorry.
Here, happy birthday.
But it's exactly the same.
$7.98, please.
Dude, did I tell you about? There was this the last time I went to Vegas, we went to this local casinos in Vegas, way far off the strip.
Yeah.
Is the place to go.
That's what I've heard.
Played bingo. I'm not a huge gambler, but I'm big into bingo.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's called being a gambler.
Yeah, but for other things.
Bingo is a very lucrative gambling game.
Oh, it's great.
Which is crazy because kids play it all the time.
But it's a slow burn. I love it.
I mean, you ever go to a bingo hall? Those old people are cutthroat, bro.
I saw this.
Yes.
They're cutthroat here.
Oh, man.
I paid $7 for like 6 different bingo cards. Basically, $7 for an hour of bingo. And
bingo is when an old lady takes her teeth out of her mouth and blows you.
It was just happened.
So
Vegas is weird,
$7,
man.
you got 4 bingo cards, you got a velvet rub, and then you got...
Is that what they call it, a velvet rub?
I don't know. I've never...
Wow, you said that with a lot of confidence. Yes, I know what to get you for your birthday. So with the $7 bingo, you get 2 free drinks.
Yeah.
And a waitress comes up to you and asks you for another drink. So that's 3 free drinks with an hour of bingo, which is impeccable. And on top of that, everywhere else throughout the casino, $4 drinks.
You know, in some casinos in Vegas, your drinks are free.
Yeah, they do that there too.
Okay, so I'm just saying, you're bragging about $7 drinks in Vegas, where a city notorious for free drinks.
Yes.
But continue.
But
the atmosphere of the bingo hall and being off the strip, I know, is different and better and more palpable. And for $7, I'm not poo-pooing a $7 deal for 2 drinks. That's fucking incredible.
It's incredible.
I'm just saying.
Especially with the opportunity to win what they show. Like if you hit bingo,
a brand new Kia.
I will take that easily. But they're like, you could win
thousands
in the
people. Yeah, that's why. I mean, in California, bingo's that big too, bro. Bingo halls are popular deals. You don't get the 2 free drinks.
That's weak. That's weak.
That's weak sauce.
That's weak sauce. We should do bingo sometime. I feel like you get cutthroat in bingo.
I'm not good at bingo.
How can you be good at bingo?
I don't. I mean, we play bingo every year at Karen's family for Christmas.
Okay.
And I'll win like 1. But that's the only. But there's 4 of us playing. That's the only one I'll ever win at.
Oh, you have a 25% chance.
Anytime there's more than 4 people. Do you remember senior year at grad night? There was a bingo room.
Yeah.
Everybody won.
Well, how does everyone win?
Because
everyone has the same card.
Well, because it wasn't like grad night. It's everybody. I mean, they're not trying to have people, win and lose and stuff like. You know what I mean? So everybody wins in the bingo. Like, even if you, whatever, everybody won. Mm-hmm. I didn't win.
Wow.
Even in like a rigged game where it's like really easy for everybody to get a bingo, I still never got a bingo.
But you win at other gambling games.
Because I like to gamble.
Yeah. So I think that's the trade-off.
I like being the bingo caller. I like being the guy who calls the numbers.
What fun does that give?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Because I like to give, first of all, you're supposed to say it twice.
Okay.
And then I like to say like little things in between if it like sounds funny. So it'll be like, before. And I'll be like, before I met my wife, I was a sailor. Before. Or it'll be like, G8. My private jet is a G8.
You'll get a few chuckles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You should go to.
That's all I do.
You should have a comedy tour at old people's homes.
B18? No, I'll be 25. Thank you very much. No, it's actually B18. B18.
You're going to be popular amongst the retired community. They'd be like, hey, if you're going to throw bingo night, you gotta get Alejandro Middleton.
I-30. I am 30 years old. I-30.
Oh, you would get velvet rubs with that kind of humor at a retirement
People
home.
love me calling out bingo. I'm good at that. I'm good at being the center of attention.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why you're doing what you do. That's why you got into theater. That's why you got into comedy.
Yeah, no. I did it because of all that fucking money.
Did you ever get too much attention that it was just too much for you and you hated it? Or do you still really like it? Does it still
you see me get shy and like when stuff. I'm not good at individual
interaction.
Not interaction, but like I don't know. You've seen me get shy and like
I've seen you
nervous
get
and
shy.
closed off.
It's pretty.
But it's
crazy.
when there's only like small groups of people. It's very. I don't know. It's the recipe has to be just right.
What's the best situation then for attention?
For me?
Yeah.
Everyone comes in and hands me $10,
That's
and then I'll do anything.
you should be a stripper. You should be a stripper.
I don't know, man. I guess the sweet spot is between 5 and 10 people.
Okay.
But
once it hits 11.
Too many.
Fuck.
It's between 5 to 10 people. Let's say 10 people.
Okay.
60% of them know me really well. 20% of them know me kind of well. 1% or 10% of them don't know me at all. And then another 10% have only met me once before.
Can I break this down as to why I think you like that ratio?
I think you're going to know exactly why.
Because enough people know you well to think you're funny or understand your humor and accept your humor, right? And accept who you are. The other 20% that kind of know you, they're still on the fence, but you want to win them over. You still can win them over with the influence of the 60%, and the final 20% that doesn't know you, the two people, you're fucking with them, but also they're not socially disregarding you or exiling you because you're being accepted by at least
80%.
80%. Wow. That's
the perfect ratio.
Crazy odds. And you're a gambler? Because that means the odds are truly in your favor.
Yeah, well, the risk over reward is perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I'm only risking losing 20% of the audience.
I'm down. Yeah, you have unless you fuck up so bad and you just lose all your friends in that night.
I mean, I haven't done that yet.
No, not at all. But you've lost some friends in some nights.
I lose one a party, and then they come back around, you know.
Oh, I see.
I think they do.
They come back around eventually. I like it when everyone's a stranger.
I like the challenge. All right, buddy.
No, that's the scariest thing is being let's say, for example, you get a new job and you're the new guy on shift and the other 9 people on your shift obviously have a connection.
Yeah, that is really tough.
Mm-hmm. And you just kind of got to sit there. You have to... And then when you finally crack that first joke, your heart is beating so fast.
Well, I mean, I just kind of went through that with my new job, and then I would discover, I'm like, you know, because I wasn't trying too hard to be like, oh, look at me, look at me, look at me. But then I would like do something like juggle tennis balls because I was bored and we were waiting, and then they'd be like, yeah, I could see you being somebody who knows how to juggle, and then be like, fuck.
Was there strategy behind that? You were like,
no,
this is going
bored.
to be... Okay.
I was trying to fill time. We had to wait another 45 minutes. There was nobody around. There was a bucket full of tennis balls in front of me.
So you weren't
So I grabbed
thinking...
3 of them and just started juggling.
You weren't thinking someone's has to say something.
I was bored.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And then they're like, how'd you learn how to juggle? Like, actually, I learned how to juggle from a book. Which I guess is weird because most people are taught how to juggle.
Yeah.
But my parents had gotten me and my brother a book on how to juggle.
How is juggling translated into a book? Like, how do you read how to juggle?
It's the same way I read how to do magic tricks, bro. It's like,
oh, okay.
You know, you got to read it over and over again and look at the diagrams and really have to like.
But you refuse to watch videos.
I didn't have a video of juggling. I had the book. We didn't have YouTube. We didn't have YouTube back then.
How old were you when you were juggling?
I mean, elementary school, middle school.
You should have gone to clown college. I wanted to see.
I would have been good at clown college. I would have been good. Although I don't like clowns. They do scare me.
Weird. That's right.
Yeah.
Could you imagine yourself in clown attire?
That's scary. That's a scary thought.
Wow.
I mean, I would do it for Halloween maybe. But I know all this stuff. I know how to juggle. I can make balloon animals. I can, you know.
Yeah. What balloon animals can you make?
I can make a snake.
That's not.
I can make a drum major's baton. I can make a sausage link, a straight line. I can make a pointer. Yeah. I can make a wand.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
No, but in all seriousness, I can make a snake.
But it looks different than what you think it would
Honestly, you have to bend it a little bit. I can make a snake, and it does not look like just a straight one. I can make a dog. I can make a rat. I can make a pregnant mouse.
Why pregnant?
I can make because there's a special way that I learned how to like take the balloon and you twist a ball and you stick it in, and the way you twist it when it breaks that.
I hate what you're doing with your fingers, dude. This is a whole excuse just so you can...
The seal, it's still tied, so it doesn't lose all the air. There's a special way to get the...
Is this how you got it, Karen?
A little ball in. Well, actually, so one Christmas, I think it was last year, maybe 2 years ago, we got a little balloon animal set as like a gag gift. But because nobody knew that I know how to make balloon animals.
This is where you shine the most.
Yes.
And in that group, 60% of the people are on your side.
Open it up, start making balloon animals.
I hate your gestures of making balloon animals, dude.
That's how you do it.
You're doing this. You're doing this. And this is how you dirty talk Karen into being in your life.
No, this is why clowns are inherently bad.
Bad?
Because I didn't do anything bad. All of my stories were clean. Yet you, el perverso. That's Spanish for pervert.
I understand what you said.
I can make a dog. I can make an elephant. I can make a giraffe. I can make a sword.
An actual size, right?
Full size. Hats. I know how to make hats.
Oh, nice.
I know how to make a sword belt if you're small-waisted enough.
Is this something that, that's not inclusive for the fat community.
Well, it takes a lot of balloons for a fat fuck.
Get more balloons for them fat fucks.
You know who actually was one of the first people who I saw that was kind of famous doing balloon animals and was like, I want to learn how to do that, was Steve Martin. In one of Steve Martin's stand-ups, he started making a balloon. He made a balloon hat. And he was doing this dumb fucking Steve Martin thing. And I remember both me and my brother being like, we could learn how to make stuff.
Your brother knows how to do it as well?
Yeah, he had a video actually of how to make balloon animals. We had an old VHS.
So and you guys combined your resources.
Yes, and my book of how to juggle taught him how to juggle, and his video of how to make balloon animals taught me how to make balloon animals.
Was it a clown in the video?
He was, but he wasn't wearing makeup or anything. He told us, he's like, my name,
off-duty clown.
My name is whatever, Bill Sharp, whatever the fuck his name is. My clown name is so-and-so.
Yeah.
And I've been making balloon animals for the last 30 years, and he kind of and then he's like, and here's 100 balloon animals you can learn how to make right now. And then it literally was just like a dog, and then number 2, a cat, and then he's like,
First of all,
number 3.
high respect to you for being able to make balloon animals. It's something that I have zero interest in doing and learning.
Oh, and also, I'm just gonna say, we used to go to Applebee's back in the day, and they used to have a guy come around to your table and make balloon animals back in the day. And I remember me and my brother,
he was an Applebee's worker, or this is a third party guy?
I don't know. I don't know.
This is a homeless man.
Definitely not. Definitely not. I don't know if he was a waiter who also knew how to do it, but it was and then there was other restaurants that had balloon animal guys in restaurants was a thing in the late 90s and early 2000s. It just blows
my mind that there's a calendar on the website of a restaurant. Be like, okay, Wednesday's open mics. Thursday we have DJ
balloon animal guy,
and then Friday's our biggest night. We're having balloon animal guy come in.
Yeah, and there'd be balloon animal guys at like farmers market and all all those things that First Street and Benicia used to do.
Your knowledge of where balloon animal people are.
Because I would seek them out and watch them because I was fascinated.
Oh, you're trying to seek a community.
Well, I was, because they were so good. You know what I mean? They're making like the Star Trek Enterprise ship, and they're making, Pikachu with like 10 balloons and stuff. I was only ever like a 1 balloon sculptor.
Okay. Well, like one and done?
Like one balloon. I can only make things out of 1 balloon.
Oh,
maybe 3 if I'm making the hat. I use 3 balloons for the hat.
I thought you meant you made 1 balloon and you were
I'm out.
Done for the day.
I only brought 1.
All right.
If it pops, we're all fucked.
Little Johnny, that's your snake.
It's his birthday. But yeah, so again.
You don't get scared of it popping?
You blow up another one. Believe me, again, just like cooking, I've popped countless balloons. There used to be a balloon store in Vallejo that me and my brother would go to buy the long balloon, the good long balloons that we could make balloon animals out of.
Good long balloons.
Not the cheap fuck ones you got at Party City. The good long ones.
Good long.
That you could blow up. And because the ones that you couldn't use your mouth because they were you had to use a pump.
Uh-huh.
And yes, the pumps were like this.
Yeah, and
you have to fit the thing on top.
You're disgusting.
To hold it.
You should never talk to any children about balloon animal making because
kids love me.
A parent from a distance will be like, "What is he talking to that kid about?"
First you twist and then you push it through.
Good long balloons. Your knowledge for where to get balloon,
and you gotta stretch them a little bit. That's the mistake everybody makes when they first start making balloon animals.
You're the guy.
They don't pre-stretch them.
You're the guy that judges people. Like he says, "Ugh. Man, I can't believe he's using that Party City."
Did you see that guy's face paint?
Oh, you're judging face.
Talk about dog shit frog. That doesn't even look like a frog.
You should have been a clown. You should just be that guy at a county fair.
I'm the fun uncle.
Yeah.
I've always been the fun uncle.
Have you painted on faces before?
I've painted faces before.
Were you good at them?
I mean, I wasn't being judged. It wasn't a competition.
Kids also don't give a fuck.
No, and I'm also the uncle who I know how to make the Spider-Man symbol, and I can draw like the Superman. You know what I mean? Like I know the things that kids want.
Yeah, okay. As long as you can do Spider-Man is a necessity.
Yeah.
Because unless they end up looking like a basketball, because you made them look
Also
weird.
a high draw. Make me a basketball.
Maybe so
You remember those masks in the early 2000s?
Yes.
And it was like basketball, baseball, football. Did anybody ever be those things?
No, I've only seen it around, but
The
we should
same
bring it
ones
back.
every year.
That's what we could be for Halloween.
Balls.
Balls, just a bunch
Sports
of sports balls. Yeah, I would definitely be I would want to be a basketball. Favorite sport of the three.
Oh, then I'll be a football then.
Yeah.
You would look better as a football.
Why? What does that mean?
Come on.
Because I have a football head?
Well, you have a football colored face.
Okay, you have a basketball colored face.
I have more of like a dirty baseball colored face.
Dirty, so we have to rub the baseball in
I
dirt.
have like a minor league baseball where they're like, we only have 10 of them.
Uh-huh. Oh, you should be a T-ball for Halloween. So you dress up your
Be
body
all
as a
black
T.
in a tank and a turtleneck.
Yeah.
And then make my head a baseball. I think actually that's not bad.
And then I'll have a bat.
I'm going to be on a cruise ship on Halloween this year.
What?
Yeah.
You're going to a Halloween cruise ship?
I'm going to be on the Disney cruise.
Whoa.
Yeah, for my 30th birthday. Me and my sister-in-law and Karen, we're all turning 30 this year. So we're going on a cruise to celebrate all 3 of our birthdays. And it just happens to be in October when it's none of our birthdays. So
Okay. It's because it's going to be a Halloween themed
I guess.
Disney cruise.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm down for it. I mean,
Hey, man.
Karen and I are going to be the only 2 people without kids on the whole ship. But
Do you
whatever.
get seasick?
The only cruise I've ever been on, I did get a little seasick. But we were told that that was a pretty bad day at sea. Like it was a pretty choppy day. The waves were they said were something like 16 feet high. So it was a pretty rocking ship.
You don't get scared? I mean, I guess I
Of
should
what?
instill the fear.
Of it sinking after it hits an iceberg?
I don't know, just a crazy storm. The perfect storm.
Again, no. The perfect storm was on a small fishing ship with like 10 dudes from Boston.
Well, that's what I want to do on my 30th.
That's way different than a cruise ship that's 3 times the size of the Statue of Liberty.
You're going to be fine.
4 times the height. You know what I mean? Like these ships are huge.
Especially if it's a Disney cruise, it has all of the money to back up all of the safety checks that it needs to go.
And if I'm not mistaken, the ship that we're going on used to be the flagship. Used to be like their
nice.
big, the big one that they had. Now I think they've had 2 since then. Because I think their flagship right now is the Dream or the Fantasy. But you should see their cruise ships are.
I want to go on a cruise ship. My family's been inviting me because supposedly, depending on what plan you go with, everything's inclusive, right?
For most cruises, generally there will be an all. Yeah, it's usually all inclusive for a lot of it.
All you can eat food. All you can drink drinks?
Usually all you can eat, usually food and sodas and stuff like that. Usually that kind of stuff is part of the ticket, right, in the room. The things that cost more are usually alcohol, excursions, tipping, and when you like port and you go to Acapulco or whatever, you got to pay. That's all out of pocket. But usually there are plans to be like the alcohol plan where you just sign everything to the room. You get 15 drinks a day, and you just sign for it. After 15 drinks, you got to pay for it. But I mean, 15 drinks in a whole day. That's easy. Especially if you got 15 drinks and I got 15 drinks and Mel and Karen both have 15 drinks.
Easy.
I mean, that's 60 drinks between the 4 of us. We're not drinking 60 drinks between the 4 of us. You'd have to try pretty hard.
We're going to be dead at 15 drinks. It's possible, actually.
It's possible, but it's not, so.
That's true. You're going to see a bunch of live performances too.
Yeah.
They have characters.
Oh man.
I had a friend who was Mulan. Just walking around. They hired her. She was Filipino, but I guess she looked Chinese enough.
Well, I think Moana hadn't come out yet, so.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, that would be the option for a Filipino.
No, for sure, yeah. Right now, I would guess.
Are you gonna watch the new Little Mermaid that comes out?
You know what? I don't go see children films. So no, probably not. Not because I have some weird like political belief about it, but I don't watch kid films.
Tell me you don't want to watch the new Pokemon with me that's going to come out?
I haven't watched a single one of these Disney live action remakes. Again, not because I'm like politically against it, but because I'm like, I don't have children. I don't give a fuck. I've seen The Lion King. I know, unless this new Lilo and Stitch remake, I might want to see. But
they're doing a live action Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah.
Get out of town. Wait, no, that's crazy, dude. Wait, who are
they
they
just finished
casting as the older sister?
Oh,
That's
Scarlett
important.
Johansson.
And they're just painting her brown because ScarJo is just like on this whole thing about how she could play any
Anything.
race.
Yeah, man, woman, anything. No, they're not. They have.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, they have released a handful of the cast list already.
This is going to be important to me because she was my fattest crush.
They didn't. You're gonna be disappointed. She is not as hot.
Well, because she was a thickie, and I knew as a kid before, like my hormones.
Let's try not to
there.
objectify this woman too much. She is a cartoon.
Oh, she had a great personality. She had a lot on her plate. She had to take care of her little sister and her little sister's new dog all by herself because their parents passed away in Walt Disney fashion. And she also had this toxic surfer boyfriend that
He was
they were
not
just
toxic.
Like,
she was actually pretty toxic to him.
was she?
Oh yeah, bro.
She was playing hard to get.
No, she wasn't. She was very busy. You're right. She was 100% very busy, but she was being kind of rude to him because all he was doing is like, I want to help. I want to be there for you, Nani. He was like, she thought his hair was fancy though. Remember that?
I don't know these people.
Which I think is good. I don't think Disney should be casting super famous people for these kind of remakes.
Well, this girl's white. That's Lilo? And this is going to be a live action film?
I don't know if she is actually white. We're judging it based on that photo.
Oh,
but
shit.
I don't know if
This is not the live action cast.
Okay.
That's my.
But that's also kind of upsetting if that voice of Lilo was that white chick.
Well, back in the day, it was just that's there wasn't as big of a deal about getting a.
Well, for voice actors, it didn't make a difference.
No, not until what 2 years ago. Or
I still would actually say for voice acting, it doesn't make a difference.
How about Jake Gyllenhaal being the Prince of Persia?
That's not voice acting, but
I know.
okay.
If you were given the opportunity to hang out with any celebrity of your choice, who would it be?
Abraham Lincoln.
And why? Would you guys would you guys have a beer together?
We'd wrestle.
You want to wrestle him?
I want to wrestle Abraham Lincoln.
Does he keep his top hat on?
I would hope so.
Because Abe Lincoln's not Abe Lincoln.
Suspenders, no shirt.
One of those. So he's
Like
just
an old-timey tussle.
and this is how he tussles.
Yeah.
It's like this. Okay, fisticuffs.
7 years ago, I beat the brakes off of Alejandro.
Oh, he talks shit in the form of his speeches.
Oh, yeah. He's Abraham Lincoln.
That's the only way he can talk.
Half of his face is blowing off.
Oh, so this is post getting killed. This is zombie Lincoln you're talking about.
Yeah. But he's not like brains. It's like he's fully coherent. But it is right after he was shot in the face.
That's weird that you're not a fan of horror movies or clowns, but you want to hang out with a half-dead president?
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay, number 2. Let's go with a different one.
Oh, Lee Harvey Oswald. No, I'm just kidding.
To see his perspective on things.
I mean, I do really feel bad for him because he was just a stupid fucking idiot who happened to try and kill the president and then got blamed for killing the president because he didn't do it.
Lee Harvey Oswald, you think it was not
a
him?
patsy. Yeah. He was trying to kill the president, and he sucked. He's not good at assassinations because that's actually the second assassination he had tried to pull off in his lifetime. Lee Harvey Oswald.
Man,
nobody talks about that.
How do you attempt the second time?
The first one he did, he fucked it up
You
so
think
bad.
he's just like disappointed? He's just like fuck! I gotta try it again.
So he tried it again, and then the Secret Service killed him, and the Secret Service are the ones who got the luckiest.
Man. What a way to go. Wow.
Just have your fucking face blowing off on TV.
On TV with your wife scooping up your brains and trying to put it back in?
In the 60s when you couldn't even show a black man kissing a white woman back then.
Yeah, because that was at live TV.
No, I don't think it was live.
No?
In fact, I don't think the Zapruder film came out until many, many years later after. But, I mean, it happened in front of thousands of people, and it was in the news, and there was photos of his face being blown off and shit. Like it was the most public assassination. I think that was the first assassination that was so public.
What's your initial? What would you do?
What's my response? I would scream.
No, if that happened to me, would you be like his wife and scoop up the brains and put it back in? Would you try to find my killer and avenge my death?
So let me just get this straight.
I hope you're about to cry and not laugh because this is a serious matter, dude.
Your question is, if we're driving down Dealey Plaza in an open-top convertible,
my Chrysler that I drove in college,
okay, and someone shoots your fucking face, just explodes next to me, what do I do?
Yeah,
I assume, I don't know. I think I would be paralyzed in fear.
Would you try to hide because you might think you're the next target, right?
I would be any gunshots I'm trying to hide.
You wouldn't stand up.
No,
in the
that's
open,
the last thing you do. If Christian, if
you wouldn't go like, who's out there?
Christian, sit down. if you ever, because you're out of frame.
I'm disappointed.
But if you ever hear gunshots, please do not stand up. Please, ever. If you hear gunshots, you
in
get
your
as
honor.
low to the. No, I don't care, Christian. If
Because I would stand
if
up.
someone shoots your mother, drop to the floor.
I'm jumping up and down. Not only am I standing up, I'm gonna make it tough for them.
You gonna start dancing?
I'm gonna treat it like any video game. When you know you're getting sniped at,
Zigzagging?
you just have to zigzag, man.
Jump.
Obviously. So I would do that if someone shot you. I would find your killer and avenge you.
You know, your Halo 2 logic supersedes my pure logistics of what to do in a gunfight.
Well, this is why we have to balance each other out.
And between the two of us, neither of us will make it out.
No, we're dead. We're for sure dead. No, you would survive in war way longer than I would. That's why I want to be the cook.
I would even enjoy it.
You would no. I think.
Lick the knife and shit.
Oh, you're gonna be that guy, and then just like war paint underneath your eyes,
Yeah,
and then no one would know what side you're on because you look like so many different races.
And then I come back and I just like don't ever talk about it and become like a school teacher, and then one day just have like a really bad relapse and just beat the shit out of like a janitor.
Which fucking happened at our high school, so too close to home, dude.
Did that happen at our high school?
Do you remember?
No.
There was a Spanish teacher that sold candy, and then a janitor was like, "Hey man, you slept with my wife." And
oh my god,
the janitor chose the wrong guy to like kind of
forgot
confront.
all about that.
Because this Spanish teacher was jacked.
No, he's not. I work with him
He was
currently. He's not jacked.
He's still there.
He's not jacked.
I mean,
he's a short, stout Latino man, but he handled his business.
No, not that Spanish teacher. There was another Spanish teacher.
Doctor.
Yes, a doctor that was. If
Yeah, that was the wrong.
Samuel L. Jackson worked out every
God,
single day.
Yes. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
He looked like a fit Rick Ross.
Yeah, and wearing a dashiki.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow,
Crazy.
I forgot all about that. Someone did confront him. Wow.
Yeah, can you imagine? Just like all day. Just
He
like,
was not a war vet though. Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah. He wasn't. No. Oh, was he an actual doctor?
Yeah, I mean a doctor in education, I believe.
Okay, that's.
But that's what doctorate means. The medical world has hijacked the word doctor and made it all about them.
No, you could
But
be
the
a
truth
doctor in
is,
anything.
doctorate is what makes you a doctor. You could have a doctorate in fucking ceramics.
Whatever allows it. I don't know if you could go that far. You could have a master's in ceramics.
And then you could study longer and get your doctorate in art.
You want to do an improv scene?
Why not?
All right. Why not?
I mean, do you have a reason why we shouldn't?
All right. Say the words.
Apples and bapples, snapples and cream. Everybody say this is the dream. Ladies and gentlemen, it can't be that bad. I will say, I'm going to try something a little ambitious for this improv scene here.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Christian.
Yeah?
And Alejandro. Yeah? I just have a question for the two of you. Yeah, go ahead. My question for you two. Christian, everything okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just, bad lunch.
What's wrong? We had the same lunch, Christian. Is everything okay?
Yours must have been more fresh than mine.
Guys, if we can focus here. I want to speak to the two of you. My name is... I'm sorry, I'm regretting this.
I knew you were going to immediately regret this.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't know that.
I knew you were going to get past a minute of playing two characters off the bat.
If you would have backed me up a little bit, I would have had a little more confidence.
Sorry, was it obvious? Was it obvious?
No.
I usually hide things
so
well.
So well.
I hide things very
All
well.
right, you started.
Okay.
Our practice is for weeks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it can't be that bad. Hey, man. You sleep with my wife?
What? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. See, not after we just talked.
Man.
We purposely didn't use names. We're going to act it out.
Did you sleep with my wife?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Hey, man, did you sleep with my wife?
No, what? Whoa. I have not. I did not.
Okay, here we go.
All right, scene. We'll do one more.
All right, let's lose. Now we're loosey goosey, baby.
All right.
I'm sorry, Baltazar, Christian.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. Okay, your role is you're Baker number 7.
Okay. Yeah.
We're actually gonna give you. It's your lucky day. the guy who works the cashier, the guy who's supposed to play the cashier is sick. So you're going to be moved up to the cashier. You're going to have 2 speaking lines.
Yes, whatever I need to do.
You're only going to say those speaking lines to Mr. Depp. You're not going to try and talk to him. You're not going to have any kind of conversation. He doesn't want to talk to you about this. We're going to get the shots. We're going to get in. We're going to get out.
Yeah.
So this is your time to talk to Johnny Depp.
Cut to the set where it's going to happen.
Christian, you're sweating a lot, and we're going to have to redo your makeup. Can you kind of relax a little bit?
I mean, it's Mr. Sparrow himself.
It's not.
Mr. Scissorhands.
It's not.
I got to say something.
First of all, his name is Mr. Depp, and the character he's playing in this movie, this is the Gerald Ford movie, and he's playing Gerald Ford.
It's really very ambitious.
It's huge.
It's huge.
He's wearing a mask, if you can even recognize him.
Yeah.
But like I said, fucking play it cool, bro.
Okay.
Do you need the script? You only have 2 lines.
It's like a nerves type of thing. I need to hold something, or else I don't know where to put my hands.
Yeah. Your pockets are fine.
Yeah.
They're not going to be in frame.
Should I do this thing with my pockets where I put only my thumbs in?
They're not in frame.
How do I look? How do I look to Depp? How do I look to him?
To Mr. Depp.
To Mr. Depp.
Oh shit, he's coming. Hey,
okay.
Snap, straighten up, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Depp is on the set. Straighten up.
Hey, man. Hey, I know you don't know me, but...
Cut. I'm sorry.
Wait, you could hear that?
Christian.
What?
There's a microphone.
Oh, but we're rolling?
Well, I mean, the microphone's on. I never said action. You just started talking immediately. You started talking to Mr. Depp.
Okay, we'll try it again.
And we are going to film the scene.
Okay.
So if you can maybe keep the conversation until we're done filming.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I'm not going to talk this time. I swear I'm not.
Except for your lines.
Except for my lines, I'm not going to talk.
All right. Quiet on the set. Sound. Speed. And... Hold.
Hey.
Everybody hold. Christian?
Mr. Depp, it's a note.
Christian, what are you doing?
I didn't want to... You said I couldn't talk, so I was going to hand him a note.
We are about to start filming, Christian.
Okay. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Oh, are we still at speed? Camera's rolling. Sound. And action.
Is that all for you today, sir?
Okay, cut. Christian, you got to put the script down.
It's a nerves thing.
Yeah.
Thumbs in pocket.
I don't give a fuck. Again, we can't see the script. It's not in the shot.
Okay.
But we can see that you're reading.
All right.
Do you want to tell me the line? Do you know the line?
Yeah, I know the line.
Can you tell it to me now, please?
Is it all for you, sir?
Okay. Sound, speed, rolling, and action.
Is it all for you, sir? Is that all?
Okay, cut. Okay. Christian?
Yeah.
Are you adding to the script?
My previous acting coach told me to improvise.
No.
They said that.
Christian, read the words.
Okay.
Just the words. Let him respond.
Yeah.
And you know what, Christian? Then it's kind of like having a conversation with Mr. Depp. Huh? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, actually I do. Yeah, that's great. Okay.
So you say your thing.
Okay.
You shut the fuck up.
Okay.
He'll say his thing.
All right.
Then you say your response.
Okay.
And then we all get to go home for the day.
Let's do it. Rolling, speed.
Whoa. You are beautiful. Let's
Thank you.
Can we get rolling, speed, sound, action.
Is that all for you, sir?
Oh, yes, it is.
Thank you very much. That'll be $35.70.
Cut. Christian, do you want to take a look at the script? Do you want to look real quick, see what your second line is? Go ahead and read to me what the second line is on the paper.
It's paper or plastic.
Thank you. And what is it that you said?
I was improvising. My last acting coach, I asked him, okay, that'll be $35.70.
And that's not the line.
The line is it paper or plastic? Is it paper or plastic?
We're going to do this over. Okay, from the top of the scene. All right. Sound, speed, rolling, action.
Is it all for you today, sir?
Okay, can you look at Mr. Depp, please?
Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't mean to look at the boom mic.
Just keep it rolling. Go.
Is that all for you, sir?
No, at Johnny Depp. Don't look at me.
Sorry, Mr. Nolan.
Go.
Is that all for you today, sir?
I think that'll be all for me.
Paper or plastic?
Why are you getting quiet, Christian? Again, go, roll.
Because acting is...
Go.
Is it all for you today, sir?
Slow down.
Is that all for you today, sir?
More sing-songy.
Is that all for you today, sir?
Sing-songy.
Is that all for you today, sir?
Would you like to say it more like a British man?
Is that all for you today, sir?
Too much British. Like British, but he lives in New York now.
Is all you to say today?
No, I think that's
Is it all today for you, sir?
I think that's all for me.
Paper plastic.
Cut. Beautiful. Beautiful. Fantastic. We are going to cut around that, and we'll have that dubbed in later. Excellent. Christian, great job. Go ahead and head back to the trailer, and we'll come and get you if we need you.
All right. Sounds good.
I am so sorry, Mr. Depp, but we're going to get a new actor in immediately to refilm those scenes.
And scene. Wow, I got to meet Mr. Depp.
You did, Christian.
Fucking killed it. That's how I'd be on set for sure.
I think you would. That was good. That was good. And thank you for making me Christopher Nolan. That was a fun twist at the end.
I had to.
Yeah.
I had to. Yeah. The fact that I had much more respect for Mr. Depp or stars
for Christopher Nolan,
but not for Christopher Nolan.
They're different. They're different stars.
Yeah, different types.
One's a rock star, and the other's Johnny Depp.
I don't know anything about Christopher Nolan, but I wouldn't be surprised if he lived a rock star life.
He has a flip phone.
Wow. Huge respect. Wait, legit?
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Huge respect.
I don't know if that's, that doesn't gain or lose respect for me if somebody has a flip phone.
That means that you're not so distracted by the distractions of social media. It's so redundant. You're not distracted. You're not
distracted by the distractions that could distract from what's happening in social media.
Yes, exactly. I couldn't have said it better.
You didn't. I said it better.
Yeah, you're right. That's I love you, man.
You know what? Punch up, bro. That's all I do.
Yeah, you're my punch up writer.
I am your punch up writer.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what that changed for any. Never mind. I would unhire you.
Acting.
Let's get on out of here, my friend.
Where are we going?
We're gonna go.
Where are we going, Christian? Come on, improv. Where are we going?
We're gonna go to Alabama, man, so that we can hang out with all the people that don't like brown people, so that we could challenge ourselves and diversify ourselves. That's what I think.
I think you're great.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right. Plug. You want me to plug?
I was just saying what you were saying. Yeah, I'll plug this shit. Plug this shit right up.
Let's do it.
You can follow me at Balloonmaker777.
And you can follow me at Balloonmaker776.
I knew that was you. You know that's the one I wanted. I took it. You bitch. No, but seriously, you can follow the podcast at It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Just everything that is not the podcast.
Just bigger things. No, but seriously, guys.
You guys know if you got this far, you know exactly where to find us.
You're probably already subscribed. But if you're not,
yeah, please do. Watch on YouTube.
Podcast.
Yep. ICBTB.com. Christian has asthma. Call_me Jesus. And we're, I don't know, just say what's up to us. We love you guys. And we out of here. Bye, baddies.
Good afternoon.